You have this signal on the left side of your steering wheel. What is it? Ding, 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 ding. Give up. It's your fucking turn signal. Why is it in the state of Wisconsin people don't know what the fuck it is or how the fuck to use it? Do you know how many fucking times I have almost been fucking killed? Yes, I repeated almost because I'm so damn pissed off! Do you know how many times I have almost been seriously injured because people don't use a fucking turn signal? My God! Are you fucking serious? I was driving. I'm driving. There's a woman 3 lanes away. There's this turn over here. Now this bitch, she had made a U-turn. Instead of going into the lane right in front of me and then going to the next lane that she needed, no, this is what this bitch does. Oh my God. She makes a U-turn in front of me. She goes to the lane that's 3 over from me, and then slowly but surely, she then realized, oh shit, my turn is coming up. She then jets over again, and as she's jetting from 3, 2 to 1, I'm like, oh shit, this bitch is gonna fucking, something tells me this bitch is gonna just turn. Here's the thing, her signal was on, and then she turned it off, and she starts jetting across. I'm like, oh God, she's gonna fucking do it. If she needs to do it, she needs to do it now. So I'm slowing back a bit. No, she waits till the last possible second to then go, stop right in front of my car. If I had been going the regular speed, I would have fucking hit her car. So I'm slamming it on, turning on the brakes like, what the fuck's your problem, you stupid cunt? And she keeps driving. She stops. She looks at me, and then she drives into it. And I'm like, you fucking cunt. You fucking stupid ass cunt. You could have killed me. You could have fucking killed me. And if it had been that one time, I would have been like, okay, some people are idiots. But the fact that it's happened multiple times just makes me furious with people. Another time, I am driving. Again, I'm driving on the street. Now, I notice that sometimes this doesn't happen with the highway, but I'm driving on the street, and a motherfucker is in front of me. Something says, I think this motherfucker is going to turn. I think they're going to turn. Like, I always get that inner feeling, this chest thing right here. And so usually when I know somebody's going to turn, I start to slow down because I'm like, just something tells me. I won't know what it is. If it's looking at their car or looking at the person who's like, I don't know what it is. But somehow I know this motherfucker is going to turn. So I usually slow down a bit. So I'm like, if you got to fucking turn, turn now. Oh, God, this fucking idiot is in front of me. And they're going straight, and all of a sudden they just turn into the other lane. Well, unfortunately, there is a car that's going this way, so they just turn automatically. Once they turn right into that right lane, that person's like, shit! So then they shut off, and they had about this much room, because I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm driving, but when they did that swerve in there, that person, once they were like, oh shit, they then jet out in front of my car, and I'm like, oh God! Because I'm going slow. But the way this car works, it left a little bit of room for that other car to stop, which left them enough to turn into my fucking lane, so I've got to hit it. I wish God I had a camera, because that camera would have probably explained it a lot more than me, but that was jarring as hell, because that car did not put on their turn signal, which I can forgive them, because the asshole who was in front of me should have put on their fucking turn signal. And I talked to this guy who said to me after I told him about this, he's like, yeah, that's why when I think somebody's not going to let me in, I don't put on my turn signal. I went, what? He's like, yeah, anytime I'm in a lane and I got to turn and I know there's a ton of people, I'm not going to put it on because I know they won't let me through. Now, I can understand there's some times where I won't let people through. For example, there is this one place on my street, and it always happens without fail. there will be parked cars out. Now, the thing is, Saturday to Sunday, there are no parked cars. But Monday through Friday, that place is busy and packed, so there's always front cars. As a result, the 2-lane becomes a 1-lane. And you'll have people, you know, once the parked cars aren't there, whatever, you'll have people who will purposely drive there, and they'll, like, be speeding, so you can't, they make it where you can't go and, you know, try to turn or whatever. And then those same assholes who cut you off, trying to make sure you don't turn, all of a sudden, they then decide, oh shit, I need to turn, because there's no way I can go. So then they turn on their turn signal and want to turn into your lane, and you're like, motherfucker, a minute ago, you didn't even want to let me turn. And, you know, now all of a sudden you want to turn back to my place? Fuck you. I've had people who, because I've taken too long, what they'll do is they'll speed up past me, and then once they'll see that park thing, then they'll jet back in front of me. And it's like, fuck you! And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say you guys are assholes when you don't put on a fucking turn signal. And sometimes I think to myself, I hope you get hurt. And I know that's wrong, and I know some people don't do it. Who the fuck's thing is that? For the love of God, turn it off. But at the same time, goodness fucking gracious. So it's like, are you kidding? I'm gonna have to cut this short because I'm getting upset now. Mother! Ah! God, son of a bitch! So all in all, please, for the love of God, put on the fucking turn signal if you're gonna turn, okay? It's annoying if I'm in a car and I'm driving and your ass decides to cut into my lane and you didn't give me any fair warning. Just give somebody fair warning. Which reminds me of another story that I'm going to talk about much later. Bye.